Now, at this point, I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with everything that's been going on with Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's a very scary and frustrating time for 6ix9ine because he's currently facing some very serious charges that might lead to him being thrown in jail for a very long time. Before I give my opinion on what I have to say about his entire case, let's take a look at what exactly he's currently up against. So Tekashi is currently up against 6 different kinds of charges. The first one is a racketeering conspiracy that has a max penalty of 20 years in prison. The second charge is for a firearm related charge, and the max penalty for that crime is life in prison, and the minimum is 10 years. And then the third and the fourth charges is for violent crime in aid of racketeering, and then the fifth is another firearm charge that also has a max penalty of life in prison. And then last but not least, we have another violent crime in aid of racketeering charge. As you can see, 6ix9ine is in some very deep shit, and obviously there's a lot of different opinions regarding his case. Some people hate him so much to the point where they wouldn't even flinch an eye if he was locked up for life. And then on the other side, of course, there's people out there who got a lot of love for him and they don't want to see him locked up. The controversy surrounding 6ix9ine has really put him in a tough spot where he can't really win at the end of the day. All the negativity he was glorifying in his music is exactly what put him in this very blessed position where he practically went from unknown to globally known within 1 year. Even though I think the gangsta side of him was a little bit of a gimmick because he has to play into his entire image, come to find out he wasn't really innocent after all, and 6ix9ine was actually out here robbing people while he was rich. At that point, you're not just a poster boy for Treyway like a lot of people said, you're actually the one committing these crimes, which seems very counterproductive. I mean, this is a person who's had every advantage on their side to not have to turn to the street life and still managed to fuck up this bad somehow. How can you be so blind to all the opportunities and blessings that you have right in front of you to the point where you just throw it away like nothing? At the end of the day, that's what I think it comes down to. If your rapper lifestyle isn't bringing you that excitement the street life brings you, eventually you're gonna willingly destroy everything you have and then realize how bad you messed up in hindsight.
Time is the most crucial thing in life. It's the most crucial thing in life. That's why they take that from you.
That right there is a video of Fat Joe warning 6ix9ine back in February, and something is telling me maybe if he opened his ears and listened, he wouldn't have been behind bars right now. I feel like the feds are going to be using Tekashi as an example, and they're going to be going hard with this one. I just don't see a future where he's lucky enough to not serve big time in jail, and that's very unfortunate for him because everything he had going for him is just gone like that. Now, that's what I personally have to say about this entire case regarding Tekashi 6ix9ine, but what do you personally have to say about this? Just in general, how do you feel about him currently being in a position where he might do life in prison? If not that, at least 20 years in prison. Just give me your overall thoughts on this entire thing and let's have a discussion about this.